Yes, please. My lord, I beg to mention one item, my lord, unlisted, my lord. It may be taken up with two, my lord, for correction of what the name of the district, my lord. Only the district, my lord. Monday. Monday. Oblige, lord.
Lord, it's from motion, my lord. Maybe taken up Monday, my lord.
I don't know. What motion? When did you file?
Today I have filed, my lord.
Your file come up. Let it go. Why you want to book it? It will come on the way.
My lord, some agency on the part, my lord, the police is, my lord, after me.
Oh, then why you come today? Today only?
Yes.
Why did you file? You should have filed 10 years before. It will come next week. Whatever is that after
Yes,
the.
yes.
Let it go.
I'm deeply obliged.
My lord, I have a similar prayer of listing. We have filed on 7th, lordship.
Computer.
Next,
Make a mention before the computer.
Yeah, please, your lordship. With regard to item number 33 and 34 of part 2, this, my lord,
Yes.
the hearing was concluded yesterday, but a wrong submission, my lord, was recorded inadvertently, my lord. The appellant, it was recorded that the appellant has undergone jail for 8 years, 6 months. I have checked the file. In fact, she was imprisoned for 5 years, 9 months, my lord, not 8 years, 6 months.
Then we modify that order. And she has to remain for some more time. Okay.
Obliged.
Daily list for motion item 1.
Yes, yes.
My lord, in this case, my lord, this is a contested matter, my lord. The father's document is 1965-70. The uncle appeared and also one relative. Apart from that, there are several documents which prove the linkage. At this case,
Verma,
just placing for interim.
notice record interim.
Item number 2.
My lord, but this is a woman, my lord, and his nephew and Gabura appeared, my lord. I'm just placing for interim at this stage.
Only for interim, no issue. No notice.
No, my lord, notice and interim.
And be careful when we are making a submission.
My lord,
Only interim okay will protect but not admitted.
no, my lord, kindly admit the matter and
Notice record interim.
deeply obliged.
Item number 3.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
My lord, in this case, the learned tribunal, lord, is held that the petitioner able to prove the linkage with the father, my lord, just because of, my lord, the constitution number was not there in the record. That only that ground, my lord, they cast doubt and declared me foreigner, my lord.
What is it? Let us see.
My lord, you will find the operative portion at page 53,
Yes.
paragraph 9, my lord,
Yes.
from bottom.
Yes.
From the evidence of the proceeding, it is seen that the proceeding had submitted a certified copy of the voter list of the 1965 Rupoikal LIC of Assam, where there is no any mention of constituency number, part number. Therefore, this document casts great doubt about the genuineness, be that though the proceeding could prove his linkage with his projected father. There is no any reliable and trustworthy documents that the proceeding's father was citizen in the prior to 1971. On this ground, my lord, thus because of the constitutional numbers, not the certificate copy I obtained from the office, my lord, court, the learned tribunal ought to ask the government side.
I think we should remand.
Yes,
no
my lord.
point keeping
Yes, my lord.
Verma, because if the tribunal also satisfied that,
Yes.
then there will be
But the
different.
documents are same, lordship.
Whatever it is, certified copy you ask, your government, you can ask. We will direct the state to produce a certified
Yes, my
copy. He has done his best. You produce, you see, if he still found it is a fraud document, send him to jail
Yes.
or file an FIR for filing a fraudulent document. You don't do it also, no?
Or
You
lordship
should
can-
also go after these people who file false document. We have not come across any single case registered against such people who file fraudulent documents. So we'll remand it.
Lordship, can I suggest
Yes,
something,
yes.
lordship? The ECI council can, election council can produce it here and then, lordship, because from there it may come, it may not come.
Okay.
It is
But
just.
then we don't want to appreciate evidence here. I mean, I don't know. We can do that.
It is Because the constituency number and all will come only in a chart, list lordship. And, exhibit. Okay.
1965. Exhibit 1 is a certified copy of the voter list for the year 1965. Village Mehirapar, Mauza, Juria, PS Rupahi, Hat, district house number so and so is the voters. We can do that also, whatever you want,
Whether
but
the list, whether the list has been submitted is,
no, it is there, no?
Yes.
At page 52, if you
Yes,
see,
yes.
if you see page 52, second para, exhibit number 1 is a certified copy of the voter list for the year 1965. Village Mehirapur, Mehirapar.
Page 33, lordship here. And the original. Lordship.
Yes.
Sometimes it happens, what they have exhibited and what comes from the records are two different documents, lordship.
So let it be examined, let them prove that we'll give an opportunity, because see, merely because a certified copy does not mention the name of the LSC, because they may not know also, they have applied for a certified copy. And how did the certifying authority also gave, we don't know. Maybe some mistake it happened.
Yes.
They might have omitted to type the
It was obtained in the year 2014.
whatever it is,
lordship. Yes.
2014. So if see, either two things are possible, as you mentioned also. It may be fake also.
I am not saying.
No.
I'm just
Two
saying,
things. No.
supposing
It's
the
not question of
government
your
found-
saying. There are two
Yes, sir.
things. Whether if it is not there, then it is not there in the original also. That is not possible, isn't it? If it is not in the original, then there is something wrong with that. But if it is there, then by mistake it has not been included, then see it. We are not, therefore, we don't want to undertake this exercise sitting in the writ court. Because we'll just remand it, let the tribunal ascertain by calling the official from that authority who issued this certified copy, they can do that
Along with the records.
along with the record.
Yes,
Then
sir.
that will be better. No, because
Lordship will make that observation,
Ah,
let the
ah.
officer produce the records in the court.
yes.
So.
They can call,
we-
yeah.
To our satisfaction
Yes,
also.
yes.
This document
Yes.
is there in the records. or not.
Correct. Because that exercise, if you keep doing in all in writ matters,
Because lordship just mentioned that there are fake documents being filed, but no cases being filed. So it's difficult for us also to ascertain whether it is genuine or not. Only it's come from the records, lordship.
okay, so anyway, we'll give that opportunity to you, certified, because see, they have, Lekho, you heard, Mr.
PK Dekar.
Lane Council for the Penal, also Lane Council for the state, सबका नाम लिखना. Considering the peculiar nature of the case is revealed, you have the view that rather than keeping the matter, rather than considering ourselves, it will be appropriate in our view that the matter is considered by the tribunal, for which you remand the matter to the tribunal. The plea raised by the petitioner inter alia is that while the learned tribunal was satisfied that the petitioner proceeding could prove his linkage with his projected father, there is no any reliable and trustworthy document that proceeded the father and was a citizen of India prior to 25/3/1971. In drawing such a conclusion, learned tribunal appears to have influenced by the fact influenced by the influence by the observation by the finding by the finding that though the proceedee had submitted a certified copy of the voter list for the year 1965, Rupahi Hat LSC of Assam, where there is no mention of the constituency number, part number, and as such, this document, and there is a serious doubt about the genuineness of the document. The relevant observation of the learned tribunal is as follows, page 53, pencil mark. Without going further into other grounds and examining without going to the merit on respect of other grounds raised, we have the view that that uh, that 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 uh, that that if a certified copy of a voter list did not mention the constituency number, part number, either it could have been due to a bona fide mistake on the part of the issuing authority, or perhaps it was not a genuine document. Since it was a certified document which has been already
2000.
deposed or have been exhibited, and according to the petitioners, the same was not questioned. If the tribunal had any doubt about it, tribunal could certainly have taken steps to verify the correctness of such certified copy of the voter list. In which case, a voter list for which the tribunal could have also summoned the concerned officials who had issued the certificate, as it has been, as the tribunal has been empowered to do so under order of so and so, order 4 or 5.
Order 4, my lord.
Order 4 of the Foreigners Tribunal Order
Yes, yes.
1964,
Certified
which provides inter alia as follows. You have to quote order 4. In our view, if the tribunal had undertaken the aforesaid exercise, the tribunal court could have come to a definitive conclusion as to the aforesaid certified copy of the voter list of the year 1965. In as much as the petitioner had submitted the same to be a certified copy, and normally a certified copy of a document is admissible, admissible in law. Under the circumstances, we have the view that instead of calling for the record or issuing formal notice at this stage, it will be more appropriate for the tribunal to examine the same by the same in the light of the observation made above. Accordingly, we allow this petition by setting aside the impugned opinion dated 1/7/2022, passed for an FT so and so page 48, and reconsider the matter afresh after examining the concerned official which has issued the certified copy of the year 1965 by invoking the power given under order 4 of the order so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so, and pass a fresh order of first order of the opinion.
So petitioner can take steps to follow.
Yes, for which the petitioner also take necessary steps to enable the tribunal to take necessary,
Summon the officer.
so that to enable the petition to enable the tribunal to summon the concerned authority.
With the records. of
Necessary step and give the details, no? Because you have to give,
Yes,
no?
yes, yes.
Lordship,
And the concerned officials accordingly will appear as may be directed with the relevant records, original records as maintained by the authority in the regard, so as to enable the tribunal to verify the same. Anything else? Yes.
I was just taking the other petition, the constituency number is there, maybe by mistake it did not come here. And I was just checking 65 voters list in the other petitions, because most of the petitions.
Correct,
are-
correct. Maybe that's why, no? Maybe some
Yes.
mistake have occurred, no? So that
May have
verify
been.
it.
And the other ones look a bit old, but this one looks quite fresh and new.
This is why, so we don't want to make any comment, Verma. The tribunal will come.
I'm just submitting.
Correct,
Lordship.
correct. So let the tribunal verify. According with for petitioner will appear for tribunal on.
Date may be fixed, my lord.
You fix a date.
First week of January, Lordship.
Yes, my lord, first week of January.
Give a date when you will be there.
My lord,
Give a date so that you can appear.
23 calendar, my lord.
Calendar of.
23 Dido eta. Give a calendar to the bar. 23, yes, madam. Immediately display the calendar. 23.
No.
Eta rakhibo. I think it should be better to keep. Huh?
My lord,
Copy rakhi diyo.
my lord, 9th of January.
Huh?
And 9th of January.
9th of
Monday.
January.
Yes.
Now, after that, there would be holidays. How about 4th of January, Lordship? Because then the whole week is there.
Okay. No, the holiday for the High Court, not for the, not for the tribunal.
Right.
Tribunal, they don't follow our High Court.
9th of January.
9th of January.
Give me a place, my lord.
Item number 4.
Habibu,
May I please, Your Lordship? In this case, Your Lordship, the petitioner has exhibited his voter list of 1965, 1970 of his grandfather and land documents of 1964 in the name of his father, that it was not considered. And the school teacher also deposed in favor of the petitioner.
not consider mean the tribunal did not at all refer or examine but did not believe.
Examine, but some there.
Okay,
Notice,
we'll
Lordship.
notice record interim.
Item number 5.
Rashida,
My lord, in this case, my lord, the petitioner challenged the proceeding initiated against her. The notice, my lord, Annexure 7 itself indicates the back charge, my lord,
please.
page 34. My lord, without valid documents on or after 25/3/1971. My lord, this is a back charge, my lord, and there was no investigation. My lord,
We'll see that apart from that. Apart from the any other ground we have raised,
my lord.
any other ground we have raised.
My lord, apart of that, my lord, the verification report itself is supposed to show that my birth was here. My birth was, lordship will find at page 90.
Your birth may be here, but your parents may be a foreigner.
My lord,
Then, yes, you may be born in India, but if your parents are Bangladeshis, then you cannot be Indian by virtue of section 6A.
my lord, by section 3 of the Citizenship Act, if birth
Then
takes
we'll
place, my
see.
lord, prior to
Apart
87,
from
my
that,
lord.
apart from that, any other ground you are taking?
My ground is that, my lord, the proceeding has been made based on a reference which is invalid, my lord, because there was no fair investigation. I was not given the defense at the trial stage, my lord, investigation stage, my lord.
But you are given in the tribunal, full.
My lord.
You are given
My
full
lord,
opportunity
my
before
lord,
the
I am
tribunal. What
entitled-
about that?
I am entitled to have a, my lord, protection, my lord, right of defense at the investigation stage.
But you did not raise this also
My
during the
lord, I
trial.
have raised, my lord, I have filed a petition that was rejected, my lord.
Oh, I see. Then we have to examine them.
Examine, Lordship.
Okay. Notice record interim.
My lord, record may be called for, my lord, that will be better, my lord.
Yes, yes, we have. Notice record interim.
Deep love, like.
Item number 6.
Yeah, please, your Lordship.
Tazimuddin.
Yes, Lordship. Your Lordship, Equidore's Lordship, page 89, Annexure 5, Lordship. Your Lordship, in this case, Lordship, notices were issued separately, Lordship, against the petitioner, Lordship. Thereafter, Lordship, when the cases were fixed for evidence, Lordship, the petitioner, Lordship, filed a petition, Lordship, for amalgamation of these two cases, Lordship, because they are brothers, Lordship, they belong to same family, Lordship. Thereafter, Lordship, evidence, after WS also filed separately, Lordship, but evidence were taken, Lordship, at the same time, Lordship.
Yes,
Your Lordship, page 96, Lordship.
yes.
It by WS Lordship, we have not to mention our Lordship, born and brought up by parents Lordship and date of birth of my parents Lordship. But Lordship, in this case, my mother Lordship, she also deposed before the tribunal Lordship. Lordship,
So what do you want, tell us? What do you want?
your Lordship, this matter may kindly fix for Lordship, may kindly fix for admission Lordship, because Lordship, my two other brothers Lordship,
You
they
want to
also
fix admission, we'll fix it. Admission when?
is also interim protection maybe.
Income protection. Anything else?
Record may kindly follow.
Record because, okay. Record, hardly. Notice record interim.
Highly
Supplementary list item 7.
What is this, 7?
Lordship, this is the case Lordship. Lordship passed a judgment in criminal appeal number 107 of 2017,
Das.
Yes.
Oh, what happened?
27/7/22 Lordship. Therein Lordship at paragraph 23, 24, 25, certain observations were made. Lordship dismissed the appeal. I was there, Midas Curie.
Okay, Symmetric, yes, what happened? Yes.
Lordship, I filed this I have next the letters given.
Okay, he's suffering from some illness.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Page 7. Then,
I just made the prayer, Lordship will pass the any order as per this report, Lordship. That is.
see, then let the, no, let them file an application because See, because then we'll refer it to the dispute, what is that, the test book, whatever necessary. Keep a,
No,
please,
from the report, you also may kindly see the report. From the report, it appears that almost everything is normal.
Oh, which
To reap
report?
the benefit,
Oh, page 7, mental. With
everything is
you,
normal.
honor, I like to inform the as per your order, I have examined live convict so-and-so, the informant. On examine vital found, on mental status exam, he was found to be alert, conscious, cooperative, speech was coherent, irrelevant with normal action time, productive, his mood was normal, effect was appropriate, his thought process was normal, his psychomotor were normal, judgment and reasoning are impaired. What is it? Impaired? Judgment and the reasoning are impaired. Mane?
That means something not related,
And are not
Right.
impaired. Naki. They have forgot to type note, maybe. Huh?
Last.
He was oriented to times, place, and person. Impression
is what is important.
found to be have. Oh, the concern is found to have psychiatric illness at a time of examination will be reckoned. Oh, then further requirement. Huh?
My lord, what I submit,
Yes, sir.
my lord, to reap the benefit under section 84, I think, Lord,
Yes, yes, yes.
insanity. Well, that has to be, legal insanity. There is a judgment of our High Court, my lord, Honorable Justice PG.
No, Mister. Don't worry about your judgment.
No,
We are not going to review.
what I submit.
We are not on that. We are not on that. We have passed our judgment. We have given our verdict, this and that, whatever, right, wrong. We are only that if he is suffering from mental illness, some problem, no, let him be given treatment.
Then.
So, Mr. PP, you are worried that we may review or not.
I was under the impression that.
No. We are not going to take that. Because that plea has not been taken also. That plea also has not been taken for review of this order. Amicus has said that in pursuant to the order passed by us to examine if he is suffering from so-and-so, necessary treatment can be given.
Then
So that's
providing
why.
treatment to him, I have no objection.
Ha.
Only treatment. Impaired is lordship, weakened or
correct.
damaged. That is the meaning of impaired.
Then let him be referred to Tezpur. Then we'll direct you to refer to Tezpur and whatever, because we don't know what kind of treatment
Yes.
is required
Yes.
to be put. But we'll ask them to submit a report, or you can, or rather than do you want to this matter kept pending or?
No, lordship, no.
Or what we can do is that, correct. Well, we appreciate what you have, the trouble you have taken. What we'll say is that we'll refer to we'll direct the jail authorities to refer to the Tezpur Mental Hospital.
This doctor itself has requested the
Ha.
authorities to find out,
Ha.
so we can have a status what they have
Okay.
done this.
Then we can have a status, what they have done. We will seek for a report, then so you don't have to come again and again.
Yes.
If
lordship.
they are referred, treatment is given, then we'll close it.
Because lordship, since he is mentally not fit, I have to file the petition.
Correct.
I cannot file.
Correct.
through him.
Likho. Yes. So what means that you give it to the authorities, they can submit a report as to what has happened. So we can take it up in when can you get the report?
January after Bihu vacation, lordship, because they might need some time. Because last time the judgment was passed in July and they did it in October. This letter was sent to me in October.
That report perhaps may be called for through the learned trial court, my lord.
No, he's in jail,
He's in jail.
Lakhimpur jail.
That is why.
Don't
same
bother
place.
about this trial court. They are so overburdened. They will say, "Arey, हमने case कर दिया, dispose कर दिया है." Judge, High Court again added. So we'll take it ourselves.
They will do this Lakhimpur.
Correct. They will
police,
do it.
they
They will do, but they'll report to us directly. Because you don't have to do anything. In a sense, just get a report. Likho. The present application has been filed on behalf of the convict, what's the name? Brojen Das, who is alleged to be suffering from certain mental, certain psychological problems. This court, while disposing of the writ Till Appeal Jail 107 of 2017, had made an observation in view of the submission advanced that the that the convict was, but Mr. One thing is there.
My lord.
If they give a report that has been mentally unsound from the last, we may have to review this order. We will give the benefit, but yeah. Yes, that is all depend on the medical report. Suppose if the medical report says at the relevant time he was of unsound mind or during the
And-
trial.
Entire trial will go, my lord.
Yes. So that, I
Because
mean,
this
that duty, legal obligation we have towards the convict.
Because
Whether it
this
is,
report is of that, but this time.
yes,
but
yes, yeah,
we
at
need
that time we
the
don't
point
know.
of-
Therefore, we do not want to give that because we owe a duty to ourselves, the society. If a person was not really sound, then unless it is tried accordingly by following the procedure, the
Exactly,
trial will be vitiated.
exactly.
So we'll, but we are not making any observation at
My-
this stage, just loud thinking.
My lord.
That he was suffering from mental illness. This court, you were given, this court directed that a cell examine as to the mental condition of the appellant, and in the event the appellant is found to be of unsound mind, necessary treatment can be given to the appellant. In this regard, Ms. Rita Das Majumdar, learned amicus, who had assisted his court, was also requested to take steps in that regard in consultation with the in that regard. It has been submitted by Ms. Rita Das Majumdar, learned amicus, that pursuant to the said observation of the court, direction of the court, it appears that the matter was referred by the Superintendent of District Jail, North Lakhimpur, to the medical authorities for the examination of the life convict, Brozen Das, and the concerned doctor, after examining, made certain observation that the concerned convict is found to have psychiatric illness at the time of examination and will be requiring further treatment as communicated to the Superintendent of Jail, District Jail, North Lakhimpur, by the psychiatrist of NLCH Lakhimpur. What is NLCH? Not Lakhimpur, Civil Hospital,
Civil.
Lakhimpur, not Lakhimpur, on Tariq 9, which was received by the jail authority on 29/10/2022. Under the circumstances, in view of the above, a copy of which is annexed in this application, in view of the above observation and finding by the medical doctor, we direct the Superintendent of Jail to refer the case of the convict AC 3628 Brozen Das to the Tezpur. What is the name of her formal name of this Tezpur? Do you have the name?
Yes. LGB Regional Institute,
LGB, huh?
LGB Regional
LGB
Institute,
Regional
Institute of Mental Health.
Institute of Mental Health,
Yes, sir.
Tezpur, immediately. And this court and the jail authority will submit a report as regards the treatment being provided to the said Brozen Das by the next date on 9th of when?
After Bihu.
Oh, sorry,
vacation.
after women. 19 again or 20 on 20th of January. It is also made clear that if, because in order to provide proper in order to provide and facilitate, in order to facilitate and facilitate providing proper medical treatment to the said Brojen Das, if he's required to be kept in the aforesaid hospital, the state authorities will take necessary steps to keep him in the said institute. Because they may require to keep him, because they convict and then they have to take steps.
Yes.
Otherwise, not Lakhimpur, you can't do this, happening up, not Lakhimpur and Tezu, though not very far off. It is the same, not very far off, still.
Almost 3 hours.
3 hours, no, up and down, so little because life can be, but then they can make arrangement there.
Mm.
This is the matter again on 20th January. No?
Highly obliged, Lord.
Copy of this order be furnished to parties, Lanet Council, for both the parties.
Highly obliged, Lord.
Lanet PP also, you don't have to do anything, just communicate to them. And Madam also will communicate. Sorry.